Hey Payson, Ben here, America's Baseball Camp. Just touching base in regards to your swing from the other day, and wanted to check out some more video to see what we got here, to see what we can add to our notes and our things we talked about when we were in the cage here. So let's go ahead and go back to our start. One thing I do want to focus on in regards to your swing is I want you to maybe widen out your feet just a hair and get you a bit more athletic. I want you to get a lot more attitude into the baseball. We are a little passive, a little bit tentative through the ball, and I really want you to get a lot more aggressive. And one thing you can do to help you out with that is you can just widen out your feet on your start a little bit to get yourself a little bit more athletic, to really get after that baseball. I really want you to get more aggressive and through that ball. Let's go into our launch position. Hands are pretty good. I wouldn't raise those hands up, probably a hair. Just going to help me work downhill a little bit more compared to uphill, so get your hands more in that area. As I go to swing and I go to land foot here, we do have a big issue with the front foot. You can see on that landing foot, and if I focus a circle around this front foot, you can see how open that is, and that opens your front hip. So as I land, you can see that the toe is almost pointed at the pitcher, and that's very important for you to get some power. You can see that both legs are kind of bent right now. It's important to begin to firm those legs out so you can really get some more power behind that ball. So focus on when you land on that stride foot. You can see right there that that toe is almost pointed at the pitcher, and that heel is actually going towards home plate. What I would want to do is actually have the heel right now almost pointing towards the grass. And what that's going to do is going to keep the weight inside of our feet and help you get a lot more power when I swing. The other thing I notice at this, you can see how much this front arm kind of locks out on you. It's very important for you to make sure to keep that nice bend in that arm, kind of in this angle. So that's going to help you, again, to get some more power and to get your arm's extension at contact and not before. You can see that arm's kind of locking out on you, and it's important for you to keep it bent because that's going to get you short to the baseball and then long through the baseball. So just something to be aware about as you're going through your swing here. Let's go ahead and down in the contact. You can see right now we let the ball travel too deep, so if I put a circle around that, and you can see that my hands are leading too much, my barrel is not going to get released, so I'm going to get jammed. And I think some of that has to do with a couple of things. You can see that there's no separation in the knees. You can see that your knees are too close together. But that front knee, that locking out of the arm, and that front foot opening up is going to take away that power for you and not let you get kind of transferred up in front into that baseball. So that's something important to work on. Again, as we talked about with our swing, making sure that there's some separation in that knees is going to help give you power and not make you be late. Finish with that head on the ball. You can see that head is beginning to look towards more of the field over there, and that head is also going on that front leg. So at this point of our swing, you can see that I want that head to actually be back in this area. The head looking on the ball at contact, and just things you can work on. So I would just watch this video over and over again to make sure that those are the few things that you want to always focus on when I'm hitting here for my mechanics. As I go to swing again, let's see. You can see we don't get our legs enough apart because our knees are going to finish a lot closer together than we want to be. You see that front foot? I'm going to lose my power, and that's going to help me be late. You can see how I'm a little bit tall. I need to get my knees flexed more, in a more athletic position. I didn't take a long enough stride. You can see the weight's on the outside part of my heels, and it's going to make me late. You can see right there we didn't have a lot of power behind it because our knees are too close together, and we need to be in a more athletic position to really drop our hands in the ball. Let's check out that front arm. Front arm's pretty good. You can see it's a little bit locked. If I draw this line on that bottom arm for that casting a little bit, it's called, but not too bad. We just got to make sure that those knees really get set apart. head is more on our front leg. If I draw a line straight down, you can see the head's on the front leg. Right now, your head needs to be on the back leg, because right now you're only using your upper body when I swing, because you're too up tall and your head is forward. So make sure this part of our swing to really focus on the head being on that green line and keeping that head back in this area more compared to having it more on that front knee. I think that's going to be very, very important for you going forward to make sure you can see when you finish of how far your nose is forward. And right now, at this part of your swing, what you want to do at the end of your swing is really freeze and check yourself out at this part of our swing, so you can see that my head is up forward where I want it to be, kind of back in this area. And if I draw a line that goes down, this is where you want your body to be, have a nice bend in that back leg, and then that front leg's going to be nice and firm. So that's kind of where you want to be, and you can see now that we're more in this angle here, and that's going to do nothing but have everything where all your power is coming from your upper body. So the exciting thing is this is going to make a really big difference in your swing. So those are the things that we talked about on your notes, and just want to get that down on tape for you, where you're going to have your front foot need to stride out a little bit more, get athletic. You want to get through that baseball at contact in that finish. Your head wants to be on that back foot, and just those things to work on. So I do a lot of tee work, a lot of soft toss, where you can just really focus on getting your mechanics down and get that going. So some things to work on. Hopefully you enjoyed the camp, and we look forward to seeing you back at a camp real soon. Have a great day.